Hello, class ninth. Today we are going to start with the lesson 14, the United Nations. It is on the page 208. Main objectives of the topic are as follows: Introduction, purpose and objectives of United Nations Organization, principles of United Nations Organization, composition and functions of the United Nations Organization. Before discussion of the topic, we must know the following terms. Important terms: World Organization, organization which works at world level to bring peace. World War, war between two or more nations. Cold War, war without weapons or war of ideology. Apartheid, policy of racial discrimination. Economic sanction, penalty imposed on a country by another country. General Assembly, parliamentary organ of United Nations. Objective, a thing aimed at a goal. Parliament, highest law-making body. Principle, a rule or brief governing one's behavior. Veto, power to reject the resolution, and this power is only with 5 permanent members of Security Council. They are France, Russia, China, USA, and England. Now let's come to the discussion. The present century saw the two world wars. First World War was in between 1914 to 1918. Second World War 1939 to 1945. Both the world wars brought in their wake death, destruction, famine, hunger, disease, poverty, grief for millions of people. The sufferings of mankind was unprecedented, means never done or known before. Immediately after the First World War, the League of Nations was established in 1920. The aim of organization was to protect the world by bringing peace in the world or to prevent another war. But League of Nations was failed in its objective. The big parts of world like UK, USA, Russia, Germany, France did not trust on each other. Hence, they came the Second World War in 1939 to 1945. It was most expensive, even fought in the history of mankind, both in terms of human life and resources. For the first time, the atom bomb were used in the war. The leaders of the world were worried if another war broke out, it might spell the ruin, means state of decay of the world. So they made up their mind to establish a world organization for protection and security of the world. Then President of USA, Roosevelt, PM of Britain, Winston Churchill, suggested the formation of the World Organization to ensure the world peace. They drew up a draft, a proposal to form a world organization. Finally, on 24th October 1945, UNO was established with headquarters at New York. Now let's come to the reading part. Just have a look on Lesson 14, the United Nations. The United Nations Organization is a world comprising a large number of the countries of the world. It was set up after the Second World War, as we have discussed. It took place in 1939 and it remained till 1945. On October 24, 1945, to bring an end to wars, to establish permanent peace in the world, and to bring about an economic and cultural development of mankind. Its headquarters are at New York City in USA. Almost all the countries of the world are its members. At present, its total membership is of the 193. When this organization was started, the initial membership was 50, and when they signed the charter of UNO, then there was a 51 members including India. Now present strength of UNO is a 193, and 193 members are the member nation of United Nations, and all the 193 members wanted to bring peace in the world. Now I'll discuss what was the purpose and objective of United Nations. The main objective is to maintain international peace, to develop friendly relations among the nations, to solve the international disputes in a peaceful manner, to promote and encourage respect for human rights, means the moral principles or norms that describe certain standards of human behavior. The main aim of the UNO is to save the coming generation from another war and ensure peace in the world. Only a peaceful world can attain the social progress, better standards of justice and security. Well, let's come to the reading part. Purpose and objectives of United Nations. The main purpose and objectives of the United Nations were defined in Article 1 of the UN Charter. The UN Charter means the constitution of UN, where all the protocols, rules and regulations are written according to which this organization will work, and they all are mentioned in Article 1 of the UN Charter. Number one, to maintain international peace and security. And to that end, to take effective collective measures for the prevention and removal of the threats to the peace and for the suppression of the acts of aggression or other breach of peace and to bring about by the peaceful means. And in the conformity with the principles of justice and international law, the adjustment or the settlements of international disputes or situation which might lead to a breach of peace. It means peace is very, very essential at both level, domestic level as well as international level. We have to settle our disputes according to peaceful methods. In mind the principle of justice and international law, which are very, very essential for the international peace and social progress, better standards of justice and security. And it is a duty of all the member nations to bring peace in the world. This is one of the main objective of United Nations. Number two, to develop friendly relation among nations based on respect for the principles of equal rights and self-determination of people and to take other appropriate measures to strengthen the universal peace. The most important objective of United Nations is to develop friendly relation among the nations. As we know, the friendly relation always based on the respect for the principles of equal rights and self determination of the people, and it is a duty of all the member nations to develop the friendly relation and settle their disputes with the friendly manner. This friendly relation is very much needed for the international peace. Number three, to achieve international cooperation in solving the international problems of an economic, social, cultural, or humanitarian character, and to promoting the encouraging respect for human rights and for fundamental freedom of all without distinction as to race, sex, language, or religion. To be a center of the harmonizing the action of nation in attainment of these common ends. To bring the international peace, the international cooperation is very, very important among all the member nations of the United Nations. International cooperation, the problems based on economic, social, cultural that can be solved with the peaceful manner. Moreover, the fundamental freedom is also very, very essential. That should be without any discrimination on the basis of color, male or female, and on the language and religion. We can say to achieve the objectives of international peace, the international cooperation is very essential without making any sort of distinction on the basis of color, caste, creed, language, and religion. We can say the main purpose of and the objectives of the UNO is to bring peace in the world. That international peace is very, very essential. For international peace, the friendly relations are very important. For friendly relation, international cooperation is needed. For international cooperation, we have to respect for the equal rights of human freedom, and there should not be any distinction on the basis of color, caste, creed, sex, and religion. And all such factors keep in mind for bringing the international peace. International peace is required to attain social progress, better standards of justice, and security. Discuss the principles of UNO. UNO is based on the sovereign equality, means where all the sovereign states or independent state possess the same legal rights in international law. Each member nation should perform their duties with honesty by following the UN Charter. Charter means the protocol of UN or the Constitution of United Nations. Each member nation should settle their disputes in a peaceful manner. They will live in harmony without making any sort of threat. All member nations will help each other at the time of distress. Moreover, UNO will not interfere in the internal matters of the member nations. All member nations must work to maintain world peace so that life of mankind becomes secure and worth living. Now let's come to the reading part. Now, principles of UNO. The principles of UNO are as follows. The UNO is based on the sovereign equality for all its members. Sovereign equality means independent. Equality, sovereign means independent. They are having, all the independent nations are having the equality. Each member nation should perform her duty honestly according to the charter. Means every member nation must follow the UN charter. Each member nation should settle disputes by peaceful manner so the peace, security and justice in mind are not disturbed. Means every sort of the dispute that can be solved with a friendly manner or that should be solved with peaceful manner. So the international peace and security should not be disturbed. All member nations will not make use of the threat and violence in the international relations. The member nation should not make any sort of power to threat the other weak nation. All member nations will help doing those functions which UNO intend to perform according to the charter, and none will a country against the UN is taking any action. Means all the member nation will follow the UN Charter, means Protocol of United Nations, for helping the countries or for solving the disputes of the other country with peaceful manner. They should not be beyond the UN Charter. The UNO will not interfere in the internal affairs of the country. UNO will never interfere in the internal matters of the country. The UNO will also see that all the member nations work to maintain the international peace and security. United Nations organization also supervises the member nation, means they all are following the UN Charter or Protocol of United Nations to maintain the international peace and security. In short, it can be said that the main aim of the United Nations is to maintain peace in the world or that the life of the mankind becomes secure and worth living. It means the main function of United Nations is to bring peace in the world so that every human being can live his life with a peaceful manner. Just have a look. These are the 6 organs of the United Nations like General Assembly, Economic and Social Council, Secretariat, Security Council, International Court of Justice and Trusteeship Council. These are the 6 organs which consist the body that is United Nations, and these 6 organs function at the different level and they are working independently but working for the United Nations. We will discuss all the functions and the compositions of the all organs one by one in next video. And till that you will have to reread this part till here, that is the principles of United Nations organization, and learn related terms and questions and kindly follow the SNAP homework. Thank you.